everyone, and welcome into Post-Show Headlines. I'm Andrew Salciunas with my man John Kincade. Post-Show Headlines, we do it every single day. 5 topics, 2 minutes apiece. Like, subscribe, please. We appreciate you. That means we can get the hell out of here after this. So we're all over the place, as always.
We are.
I do actually have a Phillies question to start.
Okay, you're wearing your blues. It's Thursday. Very appropriate.
Well, and they won yesterday, so
did.
They won the series against the Cubbies. I'm celebrating that.
You should.
So we have talked about the lack of pop, the lack of success, the flaws in this lineup a lot.
I thought you were talking about Kincade and Salciunas.
No, that
is the
we
truth.
don't have enough time for
It's
that.
the truth.
I will ask you this. Kepler, Real Muto, Stott, Marsh/Rojas, because, and who knows how long Otto Kemp might have to play for, based off of your conversations about Mr. Harper.
I think he's going to play first tomorrow.
Of those 5.5 names that I gave you, because the Marsh/Rojas, that's one, who is the guy that's going to step up for the Phillies second half of the season? Because if it continues this way, you can't win with just 4 guys in your order playing consistent baseball. Like, you need help from somebody else. Who is the guy that we will say, come September, man, that guy had a pretty good second half of the season. The Phillies needed it.
I'm going to go Stott just because his baseball card says he's got to pick up where he's been. I think we're buying the dip right now. I'll buy the dip on Stott.
Okay.
With the stock market.
I will give you Kepler.
Really?
But
Wow.
not the way Connor Thomas thinks with like 35 home runs.
Okay, what are you thinking?
I just need him to hit the ball. He's going to bat 5th, right? He's going to bat 5th or 6th, depending on the day, depending if there's a lefty or a righty on the mound.
He's batting 5th or 6th. This lineup's bad.
And so I need him to add to the RBI. Remember earlier this year, he didn't have like a hit with runners in scoring position for like the first 2 weeks of the season. It was something weird. He didn't have an RBI for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It was weird. He's going to play. Unless they acquire somebody where Harper moves to right and Castellanos moves to left, like we talked about earlier this week, which I doubt they do all that, especially with Harper's injuries. Somebody's going to have to play baseball out there.
I think my daughter says Kepler needs to get back on an Abercrombie bag.
And
get off the field.
I just need him.
He's not good.
I just need him to drive in runs. He had that nice double yesterday. I don't need it to be 30 home runs. I
don't either. Because
his batting average dipped to the 230s. Like, that needs to get up big time.
He's like at the Marsh line.
No, that's a lot farther. All right, you have a Eagles related question.
Okay, does attending one of the Eagles' one charity public practice have any appeal to you as a fan? Got into a discussion yesterday with some media members who are also Eagles fans. Mm-hmm. And there were family members of theirs who were very much into, nah, we're good. And they used to be big training camp people.
Yeah.
They have no interest in going to this staged public
Well, that's the
practice
thing. I think
that is choreographed and players have no access to the fans.
Right. I think it's an age thing is a big part because you guys had Lehigh.
Oh my God!
Like I never made that trip.
Westchester,
right. Like I never made that. My dad and I never did that.
It's unbelievable.
That trip, right? So I never got to experience that. Now I went to Temple, so I've been at the link 100 times.
Okay.
Remember, there's a lot of people that can't afford Eagles tickets.
That's the truth.
So the $10 donation for the Autism Foundation,
which is a great thing,
gets you into Lincoln Financial Field.
Okay.
Which some people can't do that.
All right.
I literally told you yesterday, 2 days ago, Ray Dunn never went to the vet, right?
Right.
Gets you into the link. Even though you're not getting the autographs and having the hands-on experience, you're at least seeing the guys on the field. I can imagine for an Eagles fan, you also have access with your media credential, right? Like you have more access than the common person.
I resent the fact, and I really do, for the fans of this town.
Oh, I know you do.
I resent the fact that they don't have 1 or 2 practices where the fans can get close,
absolutely,
like they used to at training camp, to be able to. A kid can get an autograph.
Yeah,
a kid can see it. I don't. And by the way, not every NFL franchise does this.
Right. You can't even stand around NovaCare. They start. Yeah. They have security out there that kicks people out.
It really just is. To me, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
I don't have interest in it. If I didn't do this for a living, like maybe, like I talk Eagles every single day. Like what's an hour?
Right.
watching them do a couple handoffs going to do for me, right? But
right, exactly.
I imagine somebody that works every single day, a kid. Like,
Sure.
I'll take Coop one day.
Yeah.
Not now, but like when he's 10 years old and he wants to see the Eagles in action, like, yeah, I'll take him.
Yeah. I just don't like it. I got a bad taste in my mouth about the way they changed that.
Speaking of taking my son, yesterday I asked you a question at the end of post-show headlines.
You did.
At what age do you start having fun with certain things? And I told you I love taking Coop to the Phillies game, but it's usually like a 5-inning thing. We're not making it through the entire game, which for me is like painful.
Right, because you want to watch the game.
I missed Bryce Harper's 300th home run because we had to leave because he got scared when Turner hit a home run. You know, like that.
Too noisy.
Pains me. So I took him to the game yesterday. It was really hot outside.
It was hot.
So we did not sit in our seats, which were beautiful. We moved to the standing room section, and I was blessed. You know how they have like the bar area, all the bars, people to put their drinks and their food on.
Right.
I found an open spot.
Okay.
And I plopped Coop up on it. And I held him there. Like, it wasn't like I sat him there and
you held him there.
He's 5 feet off the ground.
So he's not able to see the game?
He was turning his head.
Oh, okay.
Actually, here. Right?
Okay.
I'll show you a great picture.
This is good.
Of my little man here live on post-show headlines.
Oh, that's good. Okay,
yeah, so
good.
He would turn his head, look at the game,
good,
looking in the outfield.
Oh, okay, good.
Pretzel, he had the ice cream.
Oh, pretzel and ice cream. Then
it was great.
All the food groups covered.
Yes. So I'm holding them there.
Right.
And I won't say the section in case people get upset because I don't want people finding the person. For 2 innings. Second inning, third, because we sat in the first inning.
Okay.
Second, third inning, he's sitting on this thing with me holding him. The usher that was there, what a very lovely person. We talked. This person commented on how cute Coop was. All this stuff.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, 2 innings later, 2 full innings, not half innings, full innings. We're now top of the 4th.
Okay.
Excuse me, your son can't sit there.
What?
And I'm like, wait.
What?
So if she says that to me in the second inning, like right when we get there, gotcha. If I'm standing him, gotcha.
No, I get that.
But the fact that he was sitting there eating his ice cream.
Did she get scolded by somebody that came by?
I never saw anybody else come up.
Okay, but that could have happened.
It could have happened, but I didn't see any of that happen.
Okay, that is the only acceptable way that her telling you that that's unacceptable is acceptable.
Right. Now, I get it. Rules are rules. I follow rules. You follow rules.
Yes, we're rule followers.
But like, if a rule is not pushed for 2 innings, now I'm a little annoyed.
Yeah, I'm annoyed by that.
And the problem is, and Christy, my wife was there too, made a great point. There was these 3 dudes next to us that every cuss word in the book was being...
Oh, no.
They were drunk. It was a 1 o'clock game.
These
guys were drunk, falling out, kept on bumping into Christy.
A 1 o'clock game?
Yep. F this, F that. And it wasn't even about... Half the time they weren't even watching the game. You have a problem with the little kid eating his ice cream on the thing, but not the 3 sailors over here. So I get it. We're technically breaking the rules.
What is the lady going to say to the drunk idiots?
Nothing, I guess.
Well, what is she going to do? How old was this lady, roughly?
Retirement job.
Oh, my God. Well, then what do you want her to do?
No, I'm not saying to do
no,
anything.
But I mean, like,
what I'm saying is, like, that we're the problem, but not
No, I get
that.
you, but I bet you somebody came by and said, kids can't be up there.
Okay. I hope that's the case.
I think so.
Because if not,
there's no way.
If not, we had 2 fine innings where...
And then it ruined it.
And then he was... I want to sit there. I want to... You know, kids. I want to sit there. I want to sit there. No, buddy, we can't sit there. We were told. We ended up moving.
Yeah.
Because he was freaking out so much. So I'm not taking him to a game for some time.
Yeah, well, it's not fun.
All right, you have 2 slice of life.
Okay. Yesterday had an incident at a gas station right around the corner.
Hey, you told me about it.
Where
John was about to drop the
without getting into it, a gentleman started harassing me. He was harassing other people, I guess, before I got there.
Yeah.
And then he started to harass me. And instead of just ignoring it and walking past him, he got in my face and I responded.
Yeah.
And at that point, he said to me, "That's how people get killed."
Yeah, that's
heavy. The hair on my arms literally stood on edge going, okay, this isn't good. This isn't a good situation. And the gentleman behind the gas station counter literally The man has his back to him. He holds up his phone to me.
He's ready to call.
And I don't know if he's ready to call, calling, whatever. But I'm like, okay, dude, this isn't going to do me any good if he pulls out a gun and shoots me.
Yeah, right.
But I said to myself, then I'm thinking on the ride there to the game. I'm going, how often in public, and would you in public be willing to throw down? Because I'm thinking to myself, if he made any move, if he made any gesture, I was going to just try to tackle him. Because the minute he said to me, that's how people get killed.
Oh, yeah.
I thought, if I see him make any move with his arms,
your antennas
I am going to just, I'm not going to try to beat him up because he's probably going to beat me up.
Yeah, you're just trying to get
so
out of there.
I'm just going to try to go, no, I'm going to try to run at him and knock him down.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to tackle him.
Yeah.
And create a disturbance that maybe other people will get, whatever. Just not let him get to a gun or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about that in public? Or would you have just kept your mouth shut? So he was this close to him when he got in my face, and you know what he said to me, but he was this close to my face.
Yeah.
Would you have said something back, or would you have just been?
I would have said something back. People know me as a calm, cool, collected person.
So you would have said something back.
But I do have a short fuse when it reaches certain levels.
It was that close, and I was not. And I wished when I got in the car, I said, "You should have shut your mouth." Because when it happened,
crazy people out there, man.
I said, you were standing there with a Gatorade in your hand going, am I going to tackle this?
Right.
What's going to happen now? This guy's 30 years younger than you.
Yeah.
And what are you going to try to do? Tackle him? Are you going to try to... So, do you ever think about that in public, though? Like getting in... Like when you see people being idiots? Just walk away? Just ignore them?
I mean, depending on the situation. Like, I have played... the peace guy before,
right?
And
that, by the way, can get you in trouble.
Oh yeah, I've been on the bad end of it.
Sure.
Now college is a lot different because everybody's drunk at the time,
and everybody's relatively the same age.
Yeah, dude, last time it's been a long time since hands were thrown.
Right, exactly.
But I've stepped in when I was
I
was at an event before where there was a guy harassing a woman.
Oh, that's not good.
I stepped in. I contacted security.
Right.
He was very upset, and I was like,
"Did you get into a fight?"
No, because security kicked his rear end out because he was following a woman around at a bar.
Oh, jeez.
And when I see that,
that's scary.
I'm going to step in.
That's scary.
If it's two buddies yelling at each other, whatever. But
at that point,
something like that where I literally felt worried for this woman's
life, that's fair.
And I'm not trying to play superhero here.
No, but still though.
She may have come up to us asking for help. Yeah. So what am I going to do? Say no?
No, you got to do something there.
All right, what's your last slice of life?
So Andrew was a sweaty mess last night.
Yes, I was.
And not in a good way. He got in his car after playing basketball.
Yes.
And he was all sweaty, and he's telling me the story this morning. So sweaty that he put his forearm
I put my arm back
down on the console.
4:30 in the morning.
It was still wet and damp this morning from him sweating on it last night.
It was 9 o'clock
totally
at night.
skeeved me.
It was 9 o'clock at night when I got in the car leaving basketball.
Which literally this morning totally skeeved me.
Yeah.
All right. So I must ask you, you are very proud of the fact that you do not wash Carlos the Civic.
Yeah.
You say Rain washes Carlos the Civic.
Sure as hell does.
Whereas I get the car wash club, the cheap car wash club, the cheapest one, and I will go to the car wash and pull through anytime I'm near it, pull through, get the car
you look
wash
at cheap.
clean.
I look at free. That's God's gift. The rain that comes down from the air is God's gift to me.
It's literally like $20 for 2 months.
I pay taxes for that rain.
So how often do you clean the inside of your car?
Like clean?
Like get the go to a vacuum it out, wipe down the inside.
Very infrequently.
Oh, geez. So it's like a CSI episode.
What I will say, hold on. Not recently. Because my wife did the drive to Shenandoah.
Okay. She took your car?
And I cleaned that sucker out beforehand because I wanted to respect not only, I don't care about her two friends that she drove.
Wait a minute. So you guys, they all went in Carlos the Civic?
Yeah.
Aren't you afraid of that thing breaking down?
No, it still
while
runs.
they're in the Shenandoah Park.
It still runs.
They have bears there.
It still runs well.
Come on,
It's just an old car.
drivephilly.com.
That's where I'm going next time I need a new car. But it's still kicking
There's
around.
bears there. There's giant bears.
She drove all the way there, drove all the way back. That car is still running like a champ.
I tell you, if that wife ends up eaten by a bear, you feel terrible.
That would be devastating.
Wash your cars, clean your cars. Like and subscribe when you're not doing
More
that.
importantly, that.
Hey, we love you.
All right, see you guys. Hey guys, Andrew Salciunas from Kincade and Salciunas. Thank you for checking out all of our stuff on YouTube. Make sure you click, like, subscribe on everything that you see. And of course, you can see everything from our YouTube feed. Full shows, interviews, when John's being an idiot, which is like 15 times a day. So make sure you check out all of our stuff on YouTube. We appreciate it.